Episode 1 of Season 1 of The Wheel of Time begins with Moiraine Sedai telling us what her mission is to find the Dragon Reborn as she and Lance set out on their adventure. Moiraine specifically mentions that while she knows how old the Dragon Reborn is, she is not sure if the Dragon Reborn is male or female. The next scene cuts to Logain, the false dragon, and one of his followers being chased by 5 Red Ajah. The Red Ajah are alone and they eventually manage to corner Logain before capturing him. This scene is also the first example we get of Sidon-induced madness, as we find out that Logain's companion is in fact a hallucination created by the Taint. As Moiraine observes the scene from above, she casually mentions to Lan that she's heard rumor of 4 Ta'veren in the Two Rivers area. Next we see Egwene's acceptance into the women's circle of Emond's Field, in what's essentially an extremely over-the-top metaphor for Saida. Egwene has to surrender to the river in order to avoid drowning, the same way a female Chandler has to surrender to Saida in order to wield it. Enter Rand and Roose bolt Tam al'Thor as they're heading into town for the winter night. There is a particular lack of a certain equestrian figure with a particularly still piece of garment. While at the Wine Spring Inn, we see Mat, Rand and Perrin dicing and drinking, while Mat rather appreciatively eyes his friend's bracelet. Later on the night, a mysterious cloaked figure suddenly enters the room, but it's just Lan, Alm and Drogon. After him, Moiraine enters and very subtly shows the entire tavern that she is Aes Sedai. Rand and Egwene do something the village wisdom may not necessarily approve of, and then Egwene informs Rand that she, like Nynaeve, has the ability to listen to the wind, as it were, and that she is considering taking up Nynaeve's offer of apprenticeship. Rand is none too happy about this, but we don't get a chance to dwell on this for very long, because enter our rider with the aerodynamically defined cloak. Next we see Moiraine and Nynaeve's series-long antagonism begin. Nynaeve tells Moiraine that the wisdom who trained her went to the White Tower but was rejected apparently for being a peasant, which is a bit weird considering the current leader of the Aes Sedai, the Amyrlin seat, is the daughter of a fisherman from Tyr. Moiraine doesn't choose to correct Nynaeve on her assumptions either. On Beltane Day, everyone's favorite peddler, Padan Fain, enters the Two Rivers, and it's at this time we discover that Mat is in fact a thief and that he almost kind of regularly steals from his friends in order to support his 2 sisters, and fences the stolen goods off to Padan Fain. As the rest of the village are enjoying their Beltane's Day, Lance scouts the forest nearby and discovers that something has been doing a little bit of arts and craft with the local livestock. The Emond's Field inhabitants are enjoying their Beltane's festival, until they're suddenly not, because, surprise surprise, the Trollocs attack and begin massacring everyone indiscriminately, as our favorite peddler makes his rather suspicious exit. Rand and Tam have returned to their farm when suddenly they're attacked by the smartest Trolloc we've ever seen. Tam reaches underneath the bed and pulls out a sword, and Rand suddenly finds out that his father is not in fact just a simple farmer, but in fact a blade master who puts up a fairly good fight, but he's still old and out of practice and the Trolloc wounds him. Rand manages to kill the Trolloc, but his father is still badly hurt and needs to be taken to the village for healing. Though healing Tam is going to be a bit hard considering Nynaeve is captured by a Trolloc and dragged off. It's at this point that we see Moiraine and Lan step into action and they begin to kill a large number of Trollocs all by themselves. Meanwhile, Perrin is fighting off a Trolloc in his forge and he goes absolutely berserk and accidentally kills his wife. Yeah, Perrin has a wife, but not anymore. The next day, Rand and Tam finally make it to the village, and Moraine uses the last of her failing strength to help heal Tam's poisoned wound. She then tells that Rand, Mat, Perrin, and Egwene all have to leave the village, but they are unwilling to do so when suddenly the plot appears over the horizon and basically forces the hand to leave. As our party of 6 head out from Emond's Field, the episode comes to an end. Overall, the first episode is extremely fast paced, with some interesting changes to the source material. If you guys want to see more Wheel of Time related content, please like, comment, and subscribe. Until then, peace.